Hello students, and this is a Maths Worksheet 78, chapter number 13, Geometrical Shapes. Dear students, wear mask, follow physical distancing, maintain hand hygiene. Wear mask. Wear mask properly, follow physical distancing. Stay at least 6 feet from others. Maintain hand hygiene. Wash your hands frequently, always with soap and water, for at least 20 seconds. Remember, do not touch your face and do not share food or drinks with others. Students, in this worksheet, we will discuss about reflection and rotation of figures and symmetry in solids. Reflection and rotation. There are broadly three different ways of moving a figure from one place to the other in a plane without changing the shape or size of the figure. The first way, slide or translate a figure. This figure, translation. Figure slides in only one direction. Figure shift from here to here by sliding. Second way, reflect a figure across a line. Like this figure, reflection. Figure flips over a line. Now, this is a figure and its flip opposite side of this line. So this is an object and this is the image of an object. So the first way is known as translation and second way is known as reflection. Now the third way, rotate the figure around a point. Rotation, like this figure. Figure turns about a fixed point. Like this figure shift or rotate from here to here. So this figure turns about a fixed point. So this way is known as rotation. Next way, dilation. Figure is enlarged or reduced. Figures are showing translation, reflection and rotation. Now reflection. Reflection in geometry is flipping a figure across a line such that it appears to be the mirror image or reflection of the original object. Each point in the reflected figure mirror image is at the same distance from the line as corresponding point in the original object. The line is called the mirror line or the line of symmetry. Like this image, this is the real image and this is mirror image. Reflection, this is a mirror line and this is the actual shape and this is the reflected image of this shape. Rotation. Rotation means turning. In geometry, rotating a figure means turning a figure about a given point. At this point is known as the center of rotation. This point can be on the figure or any other point. Some examples of rotation from real life situations are given below. Example number A, steering wheel of a car about the center. So steering wheel of a car rotates about its center. When we move, steering wheel of a car is rotate about its center. Now example number B, opening a cap of bottle. The needle or hands of clocks are rotating about its center. So these are some examples of rotation. Now symmetry in solids. Symmetry is the exact likeness in a shape about a given line, point or plane. Plane shapes or figures which can be folded over in such a way that the two parts match exactly are called symmetrical figures, and the fold line is called the line of symmetry. The plane or that surface along which the solid is cut to give identical helps is called the plane of symmetry and the plane symmetry. Now students, if you stand in front of mirror, the mirror image is the reverse image of yours. Right becomes left and left becomes right in a mirror image. Like here, like example, this is a triangle ABC. But when we see the image of this triangle in the mirror, so it's look like opposite of this image or the reverse of this image. Like B, shift from left to right hand side, and C, right to left hand side, and A, shift left to right hand side. So here ABC, here we give the name of this triangle ABC, but in the reverse image of this triangle we give name triangle A dash, B dash and C dash. Triangle A dash, B dash and C dash is the reflection of triangle ABC in the given line, and this line is known as mirror line. As can be seen, the distances of the points A dash, B dash and C dash from the mirror. Some other examples of reflection are, in this image, here the alphabet B, and we see this alphabet B in the mirror, it's look like reverse of the alphabet B, like this. If in this figure we see these rectangles and give the name of this rectangle A, B, C, D, but when we see this rectangle in the mirror, it's look like this A and D shift left to right hand side. So here we write A dash and D dash, and this B and C shift right to left hand side. So here we write B dash and C dash. So this image is the reverse image of this rectangle. Now rotation. Basically, three things are needed to describe a rotation: the direction of the rotation, clockwise or anti-clockwise, the angle of rotation and the center of rotation. If we mark a point and put this eraser on this point and name it P. Now if we move 90° clockwise direction, so it's move like that from here to here. So we say that this object is rotated through an angle of 90 degree about the point P in the clockwise direction. Now students, here we will solve some examples related to rotation and reflection of figure. Now say whether the shape has been rotated or reflected. The first example, here we see the two images, and in the first image the point position A on left hand side, on the other side of the mirror line this point shift to the right hand side. So this shifting is the part of reflection, and it's also a reverse image of the first image. So we say that this is a it's a reflection. So we say that this shape is reflected. Now here we also have two images. This point is the image is here, but when it's move clockwise direction, so it shift from here to here. So it's a part of rotation. So we say that shape rotated. Now example number C, here we have two images. The first image look like alphabet L, but after this mirror line it inverted. So we say that image or shape reflected. Now example number D. This shape after mirror line look like and shift this side to this side. So we say that this shape is reflected. Now example number E. This shape is also look like alphabet C, but when it's moved from this side to this side, so it's rotated, because when it's moved 90 degree, so it shift from here to here, but when it's moved again 90 degree, so it shift from here to here. So it's move 180 degree total from this side to this side and from this point to this point. So we say that it's rotated. Now example number F. The point is the figure is reflected because this point and this shape shift from here to here and left side to right hand side, and this point shift from right hand side to left hand side, and here we make mirror line. So this shape is reflected. Now symmetry in solids. The plane or that surface along which the solid is cut to give identical help is called the plane of symmetry. So this plane is known as plane of symmetry. And these two parts known as identical helps, and from this point Here it's cut. In the 2D shapes have more than one line of symmetry. Similarly, solid can also have more than one plane of symmetry. If this solid cut vertically and it's also cut horizontally, parts are known as identical halves. Here, plane of symmetry cut horizontally to the solid, and here cut the solid vertically. A cone and a sphere have infinite number of planes of symmetry, like this conical shape having triangular plane of symmetry, and this sphere having circular plane of symmetry. Nets. If you could cut a 3D solid shape along some of its edges and open it out flat, you would get the net of the solid shape. A net can be folded to make up the 3D shape. If you open a cube by cutting along its edges and then lay it flat, you would get a net of the cube, which look like the following, like this and this figure. If you fold it up, it forms a cube. Thus, we see that a net is a two-dimensional figure which when folded forms a three-dimensional figure. Like a square is a 2D figure, but a cube is a 3D figure, two-dimensional figure and three-dimensional figure. Now here we have two images. The first one shows two-dimensional figure and second shows three-dimensional figure, and this figure is known as square and this figure is known as cube. Here 6 square form a cube. Now here are the net of some common 3D shapes like cube, cuboid, cone, square pyramid and triangular prism. Now students, here we will match nets to the respective solids. Like first net, here this net having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 square. This figure having total 6 square, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this figure match with this cube. So here we write A. Now the second figure, this net having 2 circle and 1 rectangle. So this figure match with fourth figure, cylinder. Third net, this net having 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 rectangle and 2 square. So this figure match with first figure. So here we write C. Now D net, this net having 1 square and 4 triangle. So this figure match with this third figure. This net match with third figure and third solid. Now the last, this net having 1 circle and 1 triangle. So this figure match with this solid. So here we write E. So here these are some nets and solids. Dear students, in this exercise I give some questions related to above discussion. So you will do all these questions in your homework. Thank you students.